Well, guys, about 3 weeks ago, a viewer sent an email in saying, "Hey, I really would like to see you pick a PACLOCK Model 900." And that is exactly what this is. So I took the link, I went to the PACLOCK website, and I took a look, and there were no prices. So using my Bosnianbill account, I sent them an email saying how much I'd like to buy one. Guys, this is what I got. I got a total of 5 of these in my post office box today when I opened it up. I didn't have to pay for the locks, nor did I have to pay for the shipping. And they took the time to laser engrave them, 1 through 5. This is obviously number 2. Very, very generous on their behalf. You guys remember these. These are the block locks that they ended up giving to the Lock Lab and basically indirectly to the Locksport community. They gave me 30 of these. And if you recall, they sent us the prototype. I reviewed it. A lot of us made some recommendations for improvement. They incorporated all of them into version 2, and then that was the final product. And in appreciation, they donated, again, didn't cost Lock Lab a penny, 30 of these block locks, version 2s, and I've been giving them away. Every time somebody builds a lock that earns a Whipped It video, they've been getting one of these. Now, I've got 16 of these bad boys left. So 16 more Whipped Its. I don't know how long that's going to take, a year or two, but when we run out of those, I'll be giving away these 5. Anyway, let's get back to the viewer's request. You wanted to see me open a Model 900, so this is as good as any. I'll open serial number 2. Let me find the vise. Let's clamp it up and see how tough they are. For those of you who haven't seen the videos I did on the early model 100s, 101s, 102s, I think even the 103s, PACLOCK deliberately puts a little bit of flop on the core because they discovered that makes it a lot more difficult to determine if you're getting feedback from that core. So it may look like flop, but that was by design. The other thing they've done is they put a very strong spring on their cores, so you've really got to find that balance point between enough to bind things, but not so much that you don't get any feedback. So not such an easy thing. And what I'm going to try, I'm going to ultimately get to this guy. This is my rat yoke 15,000. You saw that keyway, so you need something really thin to get in there. Before I do that, though, I'm going to try this guy. I always like to try to rake up a fault set. Let the rake do a little bit of my work for me. So slide him in. Find that spring tension right about there and hope it's not too much. And all I'm looking for is a fault set, I hope. I have the key. It's right there in the box. It's a brand new lock. I guarantee it works. I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing. Okay. I didn't think so. All right, let's go right to the SPPing. I am going to maintain the tension just in case it gave me something. Okay, that was pin 6, and that was an accident. That was 4. Got a tiny click. And this is where we have trouble. I can't tell if that's counter rotation or if that's just flopping around inside of there by design. I'm going to say that that's counter rotation. Something dropped. You know, I don't think so. I think that's it. Let's keep looking. Okay, that was 3. Tiny little click. With this core, I like to give it a little flex with my thumb every once in a while after I pick one or two, or think I pick one or two, just in case I've got it picked and don't realize it. I'm back on 1. I'm convinced that I'm going to lighten up on my tension and hope I'm not. There we go. Whatever it was, it had a really sharp edge, but that's not the one we're looking for. That was 2. Tiny click. Okay, that was 4 again. He had come back down. That was 3. See the desperation in my flexing. I'm literally flexing after I get every click because that is a very tight spring. Be ashamed to get him picked, not know it, and then overset something, and then you're totally hosed. There is not a lot of feedback. And again, I really don't know if that was feedback. That was 3. I got another click, and I think for all I know, I overset him. That was 6. All right, let's get back to the rake and try some more of that. I've got 3 of them that are still springy. So I'm going to apply a little more tension and see if I can't rake one of those 3 anyway. Nothing. I'm back on 1. He's still acting like, again, I'm not sure if that's counter rotation or... Well, I put a lot of pressure. I don't want to break my rat yoke. Okay, that is 3. Now that is definitely counter rotation. But I'm about to bend my pick. Okay, got it. Check 1 again. He's good. That is 4. I'm not sure. It's either counter rotation or extra floppiness, and there we go. Looked like it was a little counter rotation. What a nasty... Let's open this up. I can't wait to see what's inside of here. Let me go ahead and undo that. Try to keep him in frame. Well, you guys, this one's serial numbered. I can't really swap anything out. I was afraid for a minute there that PACLOCK was going to earn the very first one of these with a whipped video. All right, let me see what we got. It is a hex of some size. Let's try, I think he's too small. All right, there we go. It is a 7/64. We got the good part. Oh, I do have a key for this. That's what we were looking at, although I couldn't have told you one way or another. That took a lot of effort going in there. I don't know if it's lack of lube or we just have really tight springs in there. Probably really tight springs. All right. Let's get all that out of there. Let's get a pinning tray in here and go to town. Okay. Looks like we have this is what Master Lock did. They pinch the back of the Bible to hold it in place. So I'm wondering, I may have to just turn it. Again, sometimes this works on Master. Sometimes if you turn it like that, so the bottom of the keyway is lined up with that groove, sometimes it works, and it looks like this time it's going to. But let's try it. Let me find a follower. The problem with that, of course, is that all the pins are lined up right with that crack. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide him through there, hopefully. Maybe not. He doesn't want to go past that crack. Okay, this is not a problem, he says. So what we'll do, now that we've got him past it, we're going to rotate this like so. So the pins are going to be on that side, and we're going to gut it from the rear like this. That way the pins won't fall out. So let me find some tweezers. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, not that much. It's a new camera. Takes a little getting used to. All right, I'm going to hold my thumb on that so the pins do not fall out. We're just going to gut it from the rear. So we're going to start with 6. Now he's getting stuck. Come on. Why are you getting stuck? There's no reason for him to get stuck there. Oh! Okay. Yes, that's the way it's not supposed to happen. All right, something was definitely seasoned up there. All right, I've totally hosed that up. All right, we got 2 of them. Oh, trying to hold my hand upside down here. Come on, camera. 2 of them did pop out. So we have a spool and we have a standard. I don't know which is which. I'm sorry about that. But something was hung up inside of there. Okay, I've got my finger on top of the pins on this side, or my thumb. So let's just keep going. Not like that, Bill. Okay, we have a very sharp little serrated pin. Let's try to do this next one right. So I've had 3 tries and I've screwed every one of them up. Now let's try this next one. Keeping your thumb on those pins. All right. Spool. We got a serrated, and the last one is, I'm going to just let them fly out like all the rest of them. And we have another spool. For those of you who come here for gutting disasters, today is your day. All right, let's take a look at these guys. I got a standard, 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 standard. All standards, guys, every one of them. Nothing weird about the core. Obviously, the only thing holding this thing up was, first of all, my incompetence, but that's mostly in the gutting. Is the precision or the tight tolerances that they put into this. These are not what you call standard master / American cores, and they've got some very nice pins inside of here. If you take a look at these guys, these serrated ones, they are very deep serrations and pretty sharp, I've got to say. So and again, these 2 I've got totally screwed up, but we went spool, serrated, spool, serrated. It probably was a spool and a standard would be my guess. I'm going to have to take another one of the locks apart and figure that out before I put this one back together. Anyway, sorry for the gutting disaster, guys, but hey, we got free locks to give away. Appreciate your time, guys. Thank you, PACLOCK. I appreciate you guys donating another 5 locks to the Lock Lab. Stay safe, guys. Stay legal. Hold on, before you leave, click that subscribe button. And while you're there, click that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be a sponsor, click there, and for $5 a month, you get all kinds of benefits. If that's not enough free stuff, hit the Lock Lab. We've got a self-paced lockpicking course with over a dozen modules at the bottom of the page. Join the tribe. Subscribe.